From the glittering treasures of pharaohs to the lost cities of forgotten empires, the allure of ancient tombs has captivated humanity for centuries. But what if these final resting places weren't just guarded by stone and secrets, but by something far more sinister? Today, we re-delving into the chilling history of ancient curses and the tomb raiders whose nightmares allegedly came true. Our journey begins, as it must, in the sun-scorched sands of Egypt. The discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb in 1922 by Howard Carter was a monumental moment in archaeology. The world was mesmerized by the golden masks, the intricate sarcophagi, and the sheer opulence of a pharaoh's afterlife. But as headlines celebrated the find, a darker narrative began to unfold. It started with Lord Carnarvon, the expedition's financial backer. Just a few months after entering the tomb, he died suddenly in Cairo. The cause: a mosquito bite that became infected. The legend says the bite was in the exact same spot as a mark on King Tut's cheek. Coincidence? Perhaps? But then other strange deaths followed. George J. Gould, a wealthy American visitor, died of a fever shortly after his visit. Sir Archibald Douglas Reed, the radiologist who x-rayed the mummy, died from a mysterious illness. A member of Carter's team, Arthur Mace, complained of fatigue and died before the clearance was complete. Press, hungry for a sensational story, dubbed it the Curse of the Pharaohs. They pointed to inscriptions supposedly found in the tomb, warning that death shall come on swift wings to him who disturbs the peace of the king. Now, historians and scientists have debunked many of these claims. Most of the deaths can be explained by natural causes, infections common at the time, or simply the fact that many expedition members were already of an advanced age. Howard Carter himself, the man who first broke the seal, lived for another 17 years. But did the ancient Egyptians believe in such curses? Absolutely. They placed protective spells and warning inscriptions on tombs to deter thieves. They believed that desecrating a tomb would not only anger the gods, but also disturb the deceased's journey to the afterlife, inviting their eternal wrath. Whether it was a genuine supernatural force or the power of suggestion, preying on superstitious minds, the legend of King Tut's curse has become an inseparable part of his story, a cautionary tale whispered through the halls of museums worldwide. Let's travel from the Nile Valley to the rugged Andes Mountains of Peru. Here, the Inca civilization built a vast empire, leaving behind mountaintop citadels like Machu Picchu and, of course, countless burial sites. The Incas had a profound reverence for their dead, mummifying their emperors and believing their spirits, or wakas, remained powerful forces. Disturbing these mummies was considered a grave offense, not just against the dead, but against the natural and cosmic order. When Spanish conquistadors arrived in the 16th century, they were driven by a thirst for gold. They plundered temples and tombs with no regard for Inca beliefs. Chroniclers from the era described how the conquistadors suffered from strange illnesses, sudden misfortunes, and psychological torment after looting sacred sites. They attributed this to the curse of the Incas. A famous example is the legends surrounding the tomb of the last Inca emperor, Atahualpa. After being executed by the Spanish, his body was buried, but its final resting place remains a mystery. Legends say that a powerful curse protects his tomb, and any who seek it will meet a grim fate. Modern tomb raiders, known as huacaros, still scour the Peruvian landscape for artifacts. Many locals believe that these huacaros are often afflicted by susto, or fright sickness, a condition involving anxiety, depression, and physical illness, which they believe is caused by the angry spirits of the mummies whose rest has been disturbed. While modern medicine might diagnose this as a psychosomatic response to a guilty conscience or exposure to ancient molds and bacteria for many in the Andes, the curse is very real. These tombs often contain dangerous pathogens. Fungi like aspergillus can thrive in the dark, damp conditions of a sealed tomb for centuries. When disturbed, the spores can be inhaled, causing severe respiratory infections, especially in individuals with weakened immune systems. So the curse might not be a ghostly apparition, but a microscopic one, a biological booby trap, left behind by the ancient dead. Now, let's venture east, to the heart of China, in the tomb of its first emperor, Qin Shi Huang. We all know him for the incredible terracotta army. Thousands of life-size clay soldiers standing guard for eternity. But the emperor's actual burial mound, a massive man-made hill, has never been excavated. Why? Fear, not just of damaging the priceless artifacts within, but of the emperor's legendary curse. The great historian Sima Qian, writing about a century after the emperor's death, described the tomb in terrifying detail. He wrote of palaces, towers, and a map of the empire with rivers and seas made of flowing mercury. He also wrote that the tomb was rigged with crossbows, set to fire automatically at any intruder. And of course, there was a curse to ensure the emperor's eternal peace would not be disturbed. Modern scientific surveys have confirmed that the soil in the mound has abnormally high concentrations of mercury, lending credibility to Sima Qian's account. This toxic metal would create a deadly environment for any archaeologist. The mercury vapor alone would be lethal. Is this the curse? A brilliantly engineered chemical deterrent designed to last for millennia? It's a perfect example of how ancient curses could be very real physical traps. Qin Shi Huang wanted to rule in the afterlife as he had in life, and he took extreme measures to ensure no one would ever challenge his eternal reign. The Chinese government, respecting this legacy and recognizing the immense technical challenges and dangers, has declared that the mausoleum will not be opened in the foreseeable future. The emperor and his curse will continue to rest in peace. Our final stop takes us to North America, to the lands of the indigenous peoples. Many Native American cultures have strong traditions regarding burial grounds. These are sacred spaces, and disturbing them is a profound violation that can disrupt the balance between the living and the spirit world. One of the most famous legends is the Curse of Tutankhamun, sometimes called the Tecumseh Curse. The story goes that in 1811, William Henry Harrison, then governor of the Indiana Territory, defeated the Shawnee leader Tecumseh and his brother Tenskwatawa at the Battle of Tippecanoe. According to legend, Tenskwatawa, known as the Prophet, placed a curse on Harrison and all future presidents elected in a year ending in 0. Harrison was elected in 1840 and died of pneumonia just a month into his term. Abraham Lincoln, elected in 1860, was assassinated. James Garfield, elected in 1880, was also assassinated. William McKinley, elected in 1900, was assassinated. Warren G. Harding, elected in 1920, died in office. Franklin D. Roosevelt, elected in 1940, died in office. And John F. Kennedy, elected in 1960, was assassinated. The pattern is eerie, to say the least. It wasn't until Ronald Reagan, elected in 1980, survived an assassination attempt that the so-called curse was broken. While historians see this as a series of tragic coincidences and statistical quirks, the legend persists as a powerful piece of American folklore rooted in the conflict and disrespect shown to indigenous lands and leaders. It serves as a potent reminder of how the concept of a curse can arise from historical injustices, embodying the lingering anger and sorrow of a people wronged. So, are ancient curses real? It depends on what you mean by real. Are there supernatural forces reaching from beyond the grave to strike down those who disturb their slumber? Maybe not, but the power of these stories is undeniable. They are a potent mix of psychological suggestion, historical warnings, and in some cases, real. Tangible dangers like toxic mercury or deadly mold. These legends were the original security systems designed to protect the dead from the living. They prey on our deepest fears of death, the unknown, and the consequences of our own greed. Whether it's a pharaoh's wrath, an Inca spirit's anger, an emperor's deadly trap, or prophet's chilling prediction, the stories of these curses serve as a powerful testament to our ancestors' desire for one simple thing: to rest in peace. What do you think? Are these just coincidences and clever tricks, or is there something more to it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the dark side of history. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more explorations into the world's greatest mysteries.